Hello everybody, this is Garyyysun here, and I literally just tamed this parasaur that we seen in my first episode. I found a Dilophosaur. It's a beautiful female. Look at that beautiful thing. I try not to name my dinosaurs on the fact of remembering their names to get them saddles, because sometimes I forget, well, a lot of times I forget on how to a lot of times I forget their names and everything, so I just, just double check. So, I got some silent video. I actually videotaped their captures silently, and I was talking the whole time, but my mic was off, but I got the footage. Guys, but this Paradon right here, they're extremely hard to catch, by the way, guys. They're extremely hard. And what I started out with 96 narco berries, and to be able to keep this thing unconscious, I've already blew way past half. You see, I'm already at 40. So these things, if you're gonna go for a Paradon, I suggest you getting most of your Paradons at a lower level, so that you personally could, go up in levels with them and stuff like that, so that you don't have to capture a level 2 when you're a level 60 and him just die. So right now, you could be level whatever. Right now I'm at, what does that say, level 10, and I have one to go up right now, which I'm actually gonna do. Let's see, you guys all know that I like melee damage, but right now I'm actually gonna go up a stamina. And what I did in the previous game, I actually gave myself a mortal pestle, narcotics. It's a narco mixture to basically, so your berries don't rot, and you could put them into this with spoiled meat, and then it won't spoil. You could have, knockout potions without it spoiling. What else I did was I got the bed, for the simple fact of whenever you die, you don't have to come back to this area. See how it's almost ready to. Look, I'll show you again. See that unconscious bar, man? It's literally just sinking down. I don't want to take a chance, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just give him 10 more, just in case, and keep that, well above the halfway mark. I'm a little bit paranoid when it comes to losing these guys, because I've lost many of them in the past. But what I did was I created some bolas. And bolas, they actually are great for catching most of these medium type animals. Horrible. It won't work for that turtle over there, or whatever the name is for those guys. Horrible names, I can tell you. But It's great for catching paradons. It's great for catching dilophosaurs, parasaurs. Oh, wow. Dude's right up on me and didn't even know. You guys want to see something cool? Check this out. Oops. So, I'm going to throw my spear, because you could do that. This, oh. And motorcycle. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Oh, yeah. This is... Ah! Duck, dodge, duck. Ah! Get up off me! Ah! Stick! Back up! Back up! Get them, dinos! Yeah! See, that's where my dinos work, son! They kick butt! Look, see how he's eating them? Okay, when, most of your meat eaters, such as this here Dilophosaur, and you know, most of them will clean up your mess. If say you kill something, or they kill something, they will clean it up. And see, this guy's actually gonna come after me. See, damn, he's actually after my Paradon right there. Oh, he switched to my Parasaur. Ooh, killed him and cleaned him up. And it's a great way to, you know, let him collect everything for you. Well, remember, you're gonna have to keep food in their inventory so that they can eat, because they need to eat at all times. You could, you know, level them up. I personally like, whenever I'm leveling up my dinosaurs, to mainly do health, because I let them run around behind me and actually help me out throughout the game. So I let them do health. Like this Dilophosaur, this guy right here, poor little guy, only has 130 health. That's no good in any situation. So we're gonna go ahead and just raise that up to 145 now. So whenever you tame them, they will come out with different statuses and whatever. Even the same kind of Dilophosaur with let's say they're both level 4. They're more than likely gonna come out with different statuses and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and let him clean him up. See how he cleans him up? I'm actually about halfway health, so I'm gonna go put away my spear right now. So I'm gonna drink a little bit of water so that I don't become too much dehydrated on my way over to my camp. And all I did to the camp from my first episode was I put a couple more storage boxes. You don't really need to build houses, really, legitimately. You can go completely without building houses. You just have to have adequate heat in order to go throughout the night. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is I'm going to press circle, and you see there's a bunch of different options right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say whistle all stop, and every one of these guys are either just gonna stay exactly where they're at. See, which most of the time they don't. This is a very rare occurrence where they do not move since I whistle. So most of them are actually just gonna run off to their own little tiny little area, whichever way they like. But more than likely, I'm only gonna take my Dilophosaur until I get a saddle for my Parasaur. I'm just gonna leave these other guys here so that they can protect my stuff right here, because a dinosaur could just come by and just trash this all up, and then you'll come back and you'll see little baggies on the ground, or even miss out on the whole thing, because the little baggies, they'll hold your stuff for a very limited time. I've seen, you know, ones go for like 13 hours and under. So more than likely you'll lose your stuff if you don't have a dinosaur over here protecting it. And the reason why I chose this spot, this location right here, is because there's way less traffic. Very specifically because there's way less traffic than in a lot of the other areas in the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some meat from him. And remember, I'm just gonna split it in half and just keep him with just half of the meat right there. And I'm going to cook me up some meat because, you know, we all like to eat around here. And let's see what you got going on. So, yeah, these guys are like for refrigerators, like I said. Well, I tried to explain it earlier. So what I'll show you real fast. I'll split the meat and I'll throw the meat over there. So, in this spot right here, it says raw food. You know, it gives you a description of what it is, and underneath it says weight. It says 0.8, which is amazing. This is very light. There's other stuff like, you know, narco berries weighs 3.0, which is actually incredibly heavy for a berry. Quite funny to be accurate. But this is spoil time is to the right of that. It's 419, 418 going down pretty rapidly. You know, it probably got about 9 minutes on the whole meat. You know, the first layer of the meat. What it does is it'll go down in layers. So right here, over here, you'll notice it's 18, 33, 32, 31, and basically it triples to quadruples almost, it seems like, just for hanging on to the Paradon. I've actually figured there's different times. Each one of these guys will hold meat for different lengths. Like this guy is 17, you know, and pretty close to the Paradon. And same thing with the berries. I like to give them the berries so that they hang on to them. Actually, what I'm gonna do is split these in half. So I'm gonna take 15 with me with my guy right here. I'm going to take that so that he has weight, just in case I gotta give him something else. I'm going to put everything. Oh, actually, if you look over here, I did not build the door and all of this. At nighttime, there's things you see out there, those little circle things. Those are actually like drops that give you stuff, which they're pretty awesome. I'll explore that here in a little while and show you exactly what those are all about. But that's actually how I acquired some of this stuff. I acquired that by killing seer and shit, and I acquired, you know, these buildings right here. The reason why I haven't put it up is clearly, well, I'll put up my bed just in case I die, because I would hate to spawn somewhere randomly. I hate spawning random places. So I'm actually, you can't build the bed on the ground. So that is key to building. You know, whenever you build, you'll have to put stuff like, there's a forge and this bed. See, you can't put it on the ground. There's some things you can put on the ground, like the boxes right here. You could totally put those on the ground. Campfire you can put on the ground. You could totally put the campfire right up here on your platform. But you cannot put the bed on here. You know, it's self-explanatory. It'll tell you where you can place it. Me, I like to give myself a lot of room whenever I do this, because this is just a temporary platform that I like to do, just for the simple fact that I'm eventually gonna go somewhere else across the map. Let's say towards that red beam over there, and a little bit to the right towards the swamp, and I'll show you guys all that a little bit later. And it's simple. You just got to remember where you've been, where you're going, and how to get back. If not, you're gonna be one lost puppy. And I'm going to go ahead and put out the fire. I'm going to eat a couple slices of meat, and I'm going to grab this guy right here. I'm going to access his inventory. I'm going to go to his behavior. I'm going to enable following. And then let's see if he follows. Yep, there we go. He's following me now. Alright, so the reason why I like this guy, because he cleans up the meat that I don't have to store. So we're gonna run over here real fast. Oh, it's actually getting dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one a little bit short. You guys have a good day. Remember, these guys are a little bit slower than you unless you pick up their speed or something. You know, you go over here and sometimes you can't, like, their torpor, their sleepiness, you can't mess with, but everything else it seems like you can mess with. There's certain flying birds that you absolutely cannot get up their speed, but you think you could, but you can't. So one of the other things that you could do is you make these guys faster so that they can keep up with you. But yeah, you see that green ball right there is actually where well, mine was white because I don't have enough status of it. I'm not cool enough, I guess, or my levels are not high enough. That's what I should say. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put in how I caught these guys and everything in between. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna go ahead and call this Garyyysun out. You guys enjoy.